Welcome to Dragomon Hunter, the cutesiest wootsiest game ever! I need something to man this up a bit. Giant axe, yeah! Anyway, Dragomon Hunter just hit closed beta, and I got a chance to hop in and check it out. I'd heard the game was kind of like Monster Hunter, which is a series I absolutely love. I'm also a big fan of the anime art style, so I was really looking forward to this one. What can I say? I'm a sucker for giant eyes. Let's create our character. You'll start off by choosing from one of 4 classes: Mercenary, Mage, Cleric, and Scout, all of which have different fighting styles and specializations that you can choose later down the line. I went with Cleric because that's just how I roll. Then it's time to customize. Currently the options are pretty limited, and no matter what you pick, you're gonna be adorable. Let's see, you've got hair, hair color, face style, eye color, and skin color. You can also choose your character's voice.
Here I come! Ready for this? Let's end this. Die.
From 4 of the same voice. Seriously, they all sound nearly identical. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're the same guy. Hey Dragomon, you need some more voices. Then you get to customize your companion. These little guys are called hopalongs, but I'm just gonna call them bunnies. Meet Fuzz. He's either shocked, terrified, or evil, or all at the same time. Not really sure, just pick one.
Dragomon, supreme beasts that rule the animal kingdom.
This girl is way too upbeat.
Together with their hopalongs, they unearth untold treasures in an endless series of hair-raising adventures. Hair-raising adventures. Hair-raising hair.
I don't get it. Actually, this line is pretty indicative of the game's dialogue, which is actually kind of funny, especially if you take things wildly out of context. Like my trainer saying she's gonna give me a good tongue lashing and lip service. I wouldn't mind. Oh yeah. However, I will say that the humor kind of kills immersion, like when this guy tries to back out of a conversation by saying he needs to visit his gynecologist. This brings up questions that I'm not really sure I want the answers to. But I'm gonna ask anyway. Why on earth is there a medieval fantasy gynecologist? Do you know what kind of tools doctors used back then? Can you imagine a gynecologist? And why are you bringing it up in this game? That's weird. And you're weird. You're weird, Dragomon Hunter. Quests also occasionally have meme-like names, such as Senpai Noticed Me. I'm pretty sure this game was made for a different age demographic than me. But then again, at what age did you find out what a gynecologist was? I'm getting mixed signals all over the place. Now for the bread and butter of the game, combat. Combat is action-ish. You'll target an enemy and then push the different number keys for attacks. It's actually really basic at early levels. You can dodge by double tapping WAS and D, and you'll want to do so when you see arrows on the ground. As you gain levels, you'll unlock new skills and points to put into your attributes. And I hope you like the combat, because pretty much every quest I came across in the game was a kill quest. Luckily they were all low numbers, like 3 or 4, but still. The game appears to be another one of those instanced action MMOs. Pick up your quest, head to the appropriate zone, kill your monsters, and head back. Although sometimes you'll stick around a zone for a while doing multiple quests. One of the more fun aspects of the game is that usually wandering around a zone is a boss monster. This is where the game gets Monster Hunter-y. Copyrighted. These bosses are usually a little harder to take down, but once you do, you have a chance to earn them as a mount. Oh yeah, I've got crabs! And you can quote me on that. In fact, Dragomon is so proud of these mounts and the fact that you've gotta catch them all, that it put an ad in the middle of the game. Really? You don't need to advertise the game to me, I'm already playing it! After killing some monsters, in particular boss monsters, you'll gather materials which can then be used to make new armor. This is very Monster Hunter-y, creating new armors and weapons from the corpses of the monsters you slayed. I am surprised PETA hasn't jumped all over this yet. Anywho, I only got to level 16, so I can't say I've experienced too much of the game yet, but for all my joking, this is pretty fun. I found myself reading all of the quest dialogue just because of how funny it was. I think a good way to put it is, the game is cute. I can see my son and I playing this together and bonding over it. Do I think it'll attract a hardcore audience like Monster Hunter? No. But I could definitely see it hitting a niche, especially if it gets harder the higher level you get. I really like the idea of a game with all these cutesy characters having a hardcore difficulty. It would make for a nice contrast. Anyway, back to my tongue lashing. Yeah, tell me how bad I am. I'm a bad, bad little pupil. Teach me a lesson. Gathering crap was not what I had in mind! And that was Dragomon Hunter. I feel so wrong for taking everything she said out of context. Not really though. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button for future videos. I've also put another video for you to watch right up here. You can also follow me on Twitter for some random thoughts. And if you really want to help out the channel, you can buy some merchandise or donate to me on Patreon like these other amazing bunnies. I wish you all just had floppy ears. I could sit there and go boop, 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 boop.